Hello and welcome back to the Second Chance to Live channel here on YouTube. I'm happy to see that you decided to stop by to watch this video presentation. Thank you. In today's video presentation, I would like to share an article with you that I wrote several days ago. I create video presentations of my articles for individuals who learn more effectively through listening and watching. As you listen to this article and questions come to mind, please send those questions to me. All questions are good questions. You may do so through a comment section here on YouTube or through a contact information section on my website, secondchancelive.org. To read the article, I'll put my glasses back on and bring up the article. Here's the article. Living life on life's terms and small successes. Hello and welcome back to Second Chance to Live, my friend. I'm happy to have you around my table. In the past several articles I've spoken to is the medical model treatment defining and keeping you in a box, how I found freedom from the box and societal stigmatization, how are we teaching people to treat us, and getting comfortable in our own skin being outside of the box. The awarenesses I gained in sharing these articles came over a period of time and as a result of my own pain. As I shared in my most recent article, Getting Comfortable in Our Own Skin, Being Outside the Box, I discovered that through grieving the loss of how I thought my life should be, I was empowered to see life and my circumstances in a new way. I was also able to begin seeing life as being done for me instead of being done to me. Pain, once seen as my nemesis, became an ally in my healing process. Instead of seeing myself as a victim, I began to see myself as an empowered being who has choices. Through grieving the way that I thought life should be, I was able to begin to accept the way that life was because. By accepting the way that my life was because of, I was able to start living on life's terms. By living on life's terms, I discovered that I could get into action. By learning how to live life on life's terms, I discovered that I could see life as a journey, not a destination. By living life on life's terms, I discovered that I could explore beyond the box of the way that I thought life should be. By living life on life's terms, I discovered that I could stop fighting against myself. By living life on life's terms, I discovered that I could see my circumstances in a new and different way. By learning to live life on life's terms, I discovered that although there were people in my life who wanted me to remain in the box for various reasons, I could learn how to live and thrive outside of the box. In February 2007, I wrote an article that helped, to share what helped me to learn how to live and thrive outside of the box, apart from an all or none black and white filter or perception, the way I looked at life previously. I would like to share that article with you. The article titled, Small Successes. This simple but profound concept eluded me for a large part of my life. You see, I thought that perfection was the benchmark of success. The demand of perfection clouded my eyes, and I was unable to celebrate the progress I was making in my pursuits. Perfectionism kept raising the bar of expectation. The fear of failure, coupled with a pervasive sense of shame, seemed to be my constant companion, dissuading me from trying new projects, activities, and goals. I was stuck in an abyss of fear and anxiety. In my attempt to silence the voice of shame and inadequacy, I found myself tenaciously pursuing the illusion of perfection. As I continued to overcompensate, I found myself in a dilemma. Because the good that I did rarely seemed to be good enough, I found myself in an endless cycle of striving to do more, to be more, to be enough. As I began to realize the the futility of my efforts to do enough to be enough, the clouds that once kept me under a yoke of oppression began to part and my spiritual eyes were opened. Through my pursuit to be free from this faulty belief system, I had a spiritual awakening. I began to realize that life is a process, not to be defined by outcomes. I also discovered that when I attempt to define my life by potential outcomes, I set myself up to be irritable, restless, and discontent. In my process of growth, I have discovered that I could be satisfied with small successes brought about by the footwork that I set forth to do in all my endeavors. I've also discovered that it is in my best interest to trust the God of my understanding, a loving God with any and all outcomes. My belief system has changed. I no longer feel the need to overcompensate in order to prove my worth and value. I now know that I am enough. Trusting God with the outcomes frees me to enjoy the footwork. I now find myself encouraging people I meet along the path of life with this statement: take one step at a time, keep going at what you are doing, and before long you will be able to look back and see how far you have come. This philosophy has inspired me to enjoy the process of living, which in turn keeps me from judging my efforts one day at a time. This is the end of the article. Again, I want to thank you for your time. Before I go, let me encourage you with this, as I need to remember. Please do not give up on yourself, a loving God, or your process, because more will be revealed in time. The pieces of the puzzle will come together in the correct order and at the right time. I'll say so long for now. Have a great day, fun with your time, and God bless both you and your family. So long now.